Queues outside a Mogadishu food centre stretch far into the city's shattered streets. Around 5,000 will pass through the gates. For most, it will be the only meal they eat today. Habiba Muhammad Ali comes to the kitchen in Wadajir district daily to collect food for her family of 12. Like most here, she has no income or other source of nutrition. Without this food centre, she says, my family and I would starve and die. The kitchen, operated by a Somali aid organisation named SAACID, is funded by several donors, one of them the European Commission. It is one of 16 similar sites in Mogadishu, with many international organisations finding the city too dangerous to operate in. The staff here says the food gives a lifeline to thousands.
If you go inside Mogadishu, you will see people are starving, really starving, because the food distribution, the dry food distribution was stopped, and this is the only source of a food, that they are getting, people. So people are really in a bad situation.
The number of worried parents outside a nutrition clinic brings that situation home. Here, staff weigh and measure children daily. If a child is severely malnourished, like this girl, they're given extra food to boost their weight. The food aid arrives as maize donated by the World Food Programme. Local residents then process it at a series of small grinding mills like this. As one of the safer parts of Mogadishu, Wadajir has had an influx of internally displaced people, and the number looking for help continues to rise. The United Nations and other international organisations are trying hard to get more aid into Somalia. The European Commission has launched a €35 million programme in the country this year. Head of Somalia office, Philippe Royan, explains the problems of operating in such a location.
Somalia is one of the most difficult fields context to operate in for the humanitarian aid workers. Shebab early this year has declared humanitarian aid workers, especially Western workers, legitimate targets, while this opposition armed group controls a large portion of the country. Most of the south and central regions of Somalia are under their control, and that's precisely the geographical areas where you have 80% of the needs.
It is hoped the expansion of a zone protected by African Union and government troops will allow an increase in aid operations. At present, Wadajir and neighbouring district Darkenle, which are in the zone, appear relatively stable. The al-Qaeda-backed insurgent group Al-Shabaab, which controls large parts of Mogadishu, has tried to occupy both on occasion, but a resistance group has so far kept them out. In other parts of the city, along with the fighting, the hunger and disease rage on.